MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the National League Division Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Batting first, right fielder, Waylon Percy.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaking ball taken right down the middle.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Beard racing back. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
I know I get big money for my expert analysis, but this is pretty simple. If you put a fastball up in the zone over the heart of the plate, this guy's going to turn it around in a heartbeat. This one was no shocker.
Ready to take his hacks again, Waylon Percy, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Oh, way to square that thing up, man.
Hey, a lot of smiles to go around on the offensive side. First time through the order. That's already their 6th hit today as a team.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Franz Diaz. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Franz Diaz.
Throw over to first. And a dive, but he's back. The 2-2. And there he goes towards second. That's a strike to throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Jonah Fuentes will have to get loose in a hurry now as he'll come in and run following the injury.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are 2 different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
A 9-0 shutout final in this ball game. The Cubs jump out to a 1-0 series lead. Fred Brewster takes home the win. Cesar Mitre was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time. We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of major. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. With that, a look at the... So striding forward now, Waylon Perky. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Liner toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
At the plate, Franz Diaz, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And now they've got him in a rundown, and they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Daniel McCauley. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Daniel McCauley.
Slap hard the up. Out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Great jump on that ball, hit to the gap in right center field. A great diving catch. One of the better plays you'll see.
Digging in the switch hitter, Waylon Perky. He reached on a single in his first try.
Perky.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a shot toward the gap in left center. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Not every day that you see a ball come off the bat like that one did. And looking at it again on show track, we see it a lot faster than it came in. 113 miles an hour. Couldn't have hit that one much better than that.
Now at the plate, Franz Diaz. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Franz Diaz.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Now to the plate, Daniel McCauley.
First baseman. Daniel
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Smoke
1-1.
toward the hole. Irizarry right there. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Leading off for the Pirates. Catcher, Ray Rector.
Here now the 2-2. Skied into straightaway right. Perky is there, and he'll bring this one in. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Waylon Perky. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. Popped him up. Prater over to his right. And that's the first out of the inning. Up next for the Buccos, Rick Nowak, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. High and deep to straightaway right. Perky ranging back. He jumps, but he can't make the play. It's off the wall. He's in at second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes.
Now in the box, Waylon Perky, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning. So the Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Derek Lopez. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game.
And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. But this is taken in on the warning track as the runner will tag from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player. We are under the bright lights tonight. Adrian Francisco is on the mound, and he'll look to wrap up this division series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're going to see a guy that these are basic 4-pitch mix guy. Fastball, curve, slider, and change. Nothing overpowering. A good 4-pitch mix, and he's a guy that needs to use all of his pitches to be effective.
Batting third, right fielder.
Digging in now, Waylon Perky. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. First pitch of the at-bat. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. He'll get it into second. And the gamble will work out. He's in at second base with a 2-out double.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here. Having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Perky stands at second with 2 gone. Bounce to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over.
Batting sixth, catcher, Ray Rector.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Perky sprinting after it. Leaps high at the wall as he makes the catch. And he took away extra bases right there. And the run will score as the Pirates are on the board first. It's 1-0. Now at the plate, Waylon Perky, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. As a look, now the pitch. Fouled away. The 0-1 pitch. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. Into the bleachers and gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His second home run of the series, and the Cubs move out ahead 2-1.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Ready to take his hacks again, Waylon Perky, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Lopez going back, and it's gone into the bleachers. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second of the game, and with it the Cubs have taken it. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Derek Lopez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Perky is under it. He makes the catch here from third. Long throw to the plate, but not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1. Stepping into the box, Waylon Perky. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. That gets through for a base hit. How about the game he's having? Now 4 for 4.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, you said it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
Now batting, first baseman.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Franz Diaz. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Pitch outside. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7.
Come on, Flag, get out.
And he will be nailed at third on a questionable.
Leading off for Pittsburgh, first baseman, Garrett Garcia.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Perky is after it. 1 out.
Well, my advice to them is to enjoy this moment, celebrate with teammates, and then realize that none of it will matter if they don't get back to work in the NLCS. They've wet their beaks with this postseason success. Now they want some more.
So we witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game.
Well, he blasted a couple of balls over the wall in this one, really put the guys on his back, and carried him to the victory.
For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our hard-working crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the National League Division Series.
Here now is the final line score.
MLB Network brings you baseball from under the lights at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. It's Game 1 of the National League Championship Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Philadelphia Phillies. Game 1 of the National League Championship. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today, and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to.
Batting third, right fielder.
First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. King has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side.
Batting second, left fielder.
The 1-2.
Rodriguez.
lofted in the air out to right field. Perky back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. So next to the plate for the Phils, Joshua Sutton. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Push softly over toward the right side, and this will be put away easily for the out. Standing in, Waylon Perky. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2. Digging in to try it again, Freddie Rodriguez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Rodriguez.
Taken high and deep to right. Perky going back on it to the track, and they take the lead. It's gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series as the Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead.
Wow, not every call is going to.
Leading off for the Cubs. Right fielder.
First offering on its way.
Perky.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. King ranging back at the track. The wall. Gone to lead off the inning.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Waylon Perky, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Down the left field line and deep, and this will wind up a foul ball. There goes the runner. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing, and he rockets this one down the left field line. Gone! And that 2-run home run delivers an 8th inning lead. So a 2-run homer down the line in left as they take the lead 4-3.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one. Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
Here now is the final line score tonight.
Time for baseball on MLB Network from Citizens Bank Park in the city of brotherly love. It's the second game of the National League Championship Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Philadelphia Phillies. Game 2 of this year's NLCS starts right now. Steven Mazzoul will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Man, he pitched really well in his last one without allowing a single run and picking up the victory. Let's see if he can bring that stuff back to the ballpark with him and make it 2 really strong starts.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A pitch out. The throw not in time as he's able to thwart the pitch out.
I'm not sure what else the defense could have done there. They pitched out and the throw was pretty good, but they still couldn't cut him down. You kind of just have to hope he gets a bad jump.
Levitt, the runner at second with 1 away. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The relay throw, and he's able to get back in there at first safely. Not every day do you see a ball come off the bat like that one did, and looking at it again on show track, we see it a lot faster than it came in. 113 miles an hour. Couldn't have hit that one much better than that. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Franz Diaz. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. And he struck him out.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Standing in, Andres Cuevas, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the 2-1 pitch. Pitch outside, the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown that results in a 3rd out on the bases. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Striding in once again, Waylon Perky, runner in scoring position with Sugan. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His 3rd home run of this series as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Donald Almonte. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hit hard on the ground to the right, and that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Ready now, Richie Diaz.
Batting 6th, the shortstop, Richie Diaz.
High and deep to straightaway right. Perky racing back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
No runner, cut hold.
Ready to take his hacks again, Waylon Perky, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
This guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
Striding in, Jacob Brewer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Brewer.
Drilled to the right side, and that is through into right field for a single. So at the very least, that two-out base hit will prevent the pitcher's spot from leading off the next inning. Into the box now, Waylon Perky. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Shoots this one over to first. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Yeah.
Hey, this guy's
right
obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
At the plate, Franz Diaz. Perky, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Franz Diaz.
Runners on the move for second. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Into the box, Waylon Perky. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap.
Go hard!
And it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot to right center. His second home run of the game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
Stepping up to the plate, Frankie Tyson. He's the one to start off the 9th inning with his guys in danger of going down 2 games to none if they can't rally. Hit the other way out toward right field. Perky is there, 1 away.
This was just a nice win for these guys. They did most of their damage in that big second inning and did what they had to the rest of the way to secure this win.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously every game is...
MLB Network's coverage. At the plate, Peter Stauffer. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Center fielder, Peter Stauffer.
Lifted in the air out to right. Perky coasts under it. He's got it 1 away.
Batting third, right fielder.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. A solo shot here to left. His 5th so far in this series. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Certainly a home run worthy of show track.
Stepping into the box, Waylon Perky. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Yeah, man, this guy.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. A solo shot here to left, his second of the game, and with it, the Cubs have battled back to tie things at 2.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, not the end of the game.
So stepping in, Freddie Rodriguez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Shot toward right center. Perky will get there, and he puts it away to retire the... Waylon Perky will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Sharp ground ball to third. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Now at the plate, Waylon Perky.
Right fielder, Waylon Perky.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Kelsey on second, Levitt at first with no outs. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty D, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate. And they did damage with it.
First baseman.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit.
And he will make it to third by a whisker as he's safe on a very close play.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. Don't want to forget about it. Here's the first pitch to him. Pitch is high. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Second and third here, 1 man out. And now after the stolen base, it looks as though the dugout wants to go ahead and put him on here to keep that double play in order with 1 away.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
In now, Leon Gonzalez. Ready on 1 and 2. And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now. Digging in, Rick Irizarry, 8th batter of the inning. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rodriguez is there. And that retires the side. Welcome back, Dan.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason. And that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift.
We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of May. Stauffer aboard here at first with nobody out.
In the second boxing, left fielder, Freddie Rodriguez.
Skied into straightaway right. Perky is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting third, right fielder, Waylon Perky.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. King is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away. Ready for another chance. Waylon Perky.
Right fielder.
First delivery to him on the way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll make it to second base now with two gone.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here. Having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Stepping up now, Franz Diaz. Runner in scoring position with two gone. From the stretch. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher standpoint, D-Roy. You get the first two out of the inning. The next guy doubles.
Now at the plate, Richie Diaz. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Richie Diaz.
0-1 count, and the pitch. On the ground to the right side. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now. Into the box now, Waylon Perky. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone. So a two-run shot to left center, his 7th of this series. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take.
Leading off for Philadelphia, second baseman.
Wind up and the 0-1. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And that'll hit off the ivy out there. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he'll make it in there safely as he starts out the 5th with a leadoff triple. Striding into the box, Freddie Rodriguez. He got called out on strikes his last time through. 0-1, here's the pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Perky is in pursuit, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Waylon Perky will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. The relay. And he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
So digging in now, Franz Diaz. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Runner's on his way to third. Strike taken to throw. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. So kind of a questionable time to be trying to take third, as that very easily could have been a strike him out, throw him out double play, but he is in there with one away. Digging in, Andres Cuevas.
Third baseman, number 24, Andres.
The 3-1 pitch. And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
Almost looked semi-intentional there. The bad news is that there are 2 men on base. The good news is that an inning-ending double play is now in order.
Heading out towards shallow right. King has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he'll think better of trying to score as he holds it third with 2 away now. Now batting, Leon Gonzalez.
Catcher, Leon.
Set to deliver the 0-1. This one's down to third. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is. Stepping in, Donald Almonte. He singled his last time up.
Catcher, Donald.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. This is in the air out to right field. Perky waits on it. 2 gone. So coming to the plate, Rick Hammonds. And Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have...
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over for Philadelphia. Coming to the plate now, Freddie Rodriguez. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Swing, and he pops him up. This should do it. And once again, there will be joy in Wrigleyville tonight. The Cubs are World Series bound.
Well, they've taken care of business all season long, and tonight was no exception. They've proven to be the best team in the National League. Now it's time to see if they can become the best in the entire game. Celebrate tonight, and the World Series is next. Congrats to the NL champs.
Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question. He was a tough out up there. Ended up collecting 3 knocks, including a home run. So without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our excellent crew, this is Matt Vasgersian saying so long. You've been watching the National League Championship Series.
Here now is the
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. It's Game 1 of the World Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Oakland A's. It's the Fall Classic, Game 1 of the World Series. Next.
Batting third, right fielder, Waylon Perky.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Hey, not an easy thing to do early against this good pitcher, D-Roll. Base hit and a 1-0 lead right away.
As an offense, they talked about this, wanting to get to this guy early before he settles in. When they grab their gloves to go out on defense, they know they got a lead on their hands.
Perky, a runner at first with one gone in the inning.
First baseman, Ron.
Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. And another throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. One and two, here it comes. Pitch inside, the throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Full count now, 3-2.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Barber is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. So striding in, Andres Cuevas. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch.
Come on, down.
And he'll be tagged out trying to steal third. And that just doesn't make much sense. Striding in for Oakland, Stephen Meyer, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. This is on the ground over to first, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Many guys call fiction.
Next up for the A's, Stephen Berry, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Hit the other way out toward right field. Perky is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Digging in, Kurt Serrano. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Kurt Serrano.
The 1-2 pitch. Skied into very shallow right. Perky is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. The A's strand one. They still trail it here 2-1. Digging in for his second at-bat, Waylon Perky. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series. And with it, the Cubs have taken a 3-1 lead. That home run is definitely worth giving. Settling in now, Stephen Meyer. He reached on a single in his first try.
Stephen Meyer.
Heading out toward shallow right. Perky on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Score. Coming to the plate now, Trevor Arturo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. Ready for another shot now. Waylon Perky already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to center field. Colon is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And with 2 away here in Game 1 of the World Series, let's give you a little refresher course at the roads these two teams took to get where they are tonight. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Stephen Berry. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Popped him up. In there, a base hit.
No runner. Eat it.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Digging in and looking for more, Trevor Arturo. He singled his last time up. The 1-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Moving under it, Perky. And that ends the inning. 1 hit. Waylon Perky will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
The next Cub up, Franz Diaz. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now the 3-2 pitch. He's running in there. Now the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
They ran the risk of a strike him out, throw him out play there, but that was a good job of getting in there successfully. On 3-2, there's a decent chance the hitter puts the ball in place, so it can be a good time to be aggressive just like that.
Digging in once again, Andres Cuevas. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Pitch outside. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
Pops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. Meyer is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So a big moment here, and standing in, Eric Colon. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Right side. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, count goes out the window.
Stepping in, Bradley Winkler. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Perky is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Ready once again, Waylon Perky. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 2nd home run of the game, and it's now 5-3.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion. Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
And, fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game. And this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And, Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned.
We are under the bright light. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Batting third, right fielder, Waylon Turkey.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Arturo looking up, and that one is gone. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. His third home run of this series as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
At the plate, Bradley Winkler. No one aboard for him, and two gone here in the first.
Bradley Winkler.
He pulls this one into right. Perky is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the A's. They trail it here 2-0.
Leading off for the Athletics.
The wind up and the 0-1.
Barron.
Skied into straightaway right. Perky moves over. One away. Ready to take his hacks again, Waylon Perky, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. First pitch on its way. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that'll find its way into right field for a one-out single.
Hey, guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
So in now for Chicago, Franz Diaz. He drew a walk his first time up.
Franz Diaz.
Here's the first pitch to him. A pitch out. The throw. On a great time to pitch out as he'll be thrown out easily at second.
Well, they guessed right on the first pitch out. Sometimes you have to wait a pitch or two in the at-bat to try that, but they must have had a pretty good idea he was going to be on the move.
Striding forward now is the DH, Darrell Ham, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Ham.
And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
I'm cold in this booth, so I know those players have to be cold out there, but it doesn't matter to him.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Waylon Perky is off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. And here's a ball hit in the air.
In the bullpen area, he squeezes it to record the out.
3 up, 3 down. Digging in the switch hitter, Waylon Perky. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Popped high in the air.
And there's the second out as he squeezes it while standing on the mound.
Not a lot of offense to go around with.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And, fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game. We are under the bright lights tonight as back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen into public.
Batting third, right fielder.
First offering on its way. High and deep to center field. Colon going back on it. Just missed a home run to the deepest part of the yard. It's off the wall. The relay, well, he is in there with a triple.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down, and he looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Batting fourth, First baseman.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning.
Leading off for the Athletics, right fielder.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Irizarry in the hole. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Now at the plate, Waylon Perky. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Perky.
First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike one.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Franz Diaz.
First baseman, Franz Diaz.
Runner goes for third. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And he will be nailed at third. So striding forward now, Waylon Perky. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch to right field and deep. Look at this thing go into the bleachers and gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His 4th long ball of this series, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
That ball was absolutely blasted. 113 miles an hour off the bat, according to Show Track. As you see the distance there, that's one that'll get people talking.
Leading off for Oakland, left fielder.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This one's flared off to the right side. Perky coming in. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Ready to take his hacks again, Waylon Perky, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Come on, beat it out,
This
beat
is
it
on the
out.
ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Eric Colon. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. The 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Perky is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game. And this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
This evening's game comes to an end. 5-4, the final tally. Chicago have taken a 2-1 lead in this World Series. Ahmad Clifford earns the victory on the mound. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa and the lefty Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 5 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 15 runners on base.
We are under the bright light.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
So stepping in, Eric Colon, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Perky has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1.
Batting second here tonight. Second base.
The 1-2.
Stephen Myers.
Lifted in the air out to right. Perky on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Batting third. Right.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Perky.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road. One of the things he'll do, he'll open up that out.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. A solo shot here to left. His 5th so far in this series, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0. Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did. Berry on at first, nobody out.
Third baseman, Shannon Tabata.
Line to the right side. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Berry rounds the corner and is headed home. And the runner will score from first. And he will score on the inside the park home run, and that was a gift right there.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse.
Now in the box, Stephen Meyer. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Stephen Meyer.
High in the air down the right field line. Perky is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So they nearly back. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Shannon Tabata. And he made it exciting early on as he circled the bases with an inside the park home run his first time up. Hit the other way out toward right field. Over a few steps as he puts it away for the first out. And the throw from right will not be in time as he takes third on the fly out. Now to the plate, Waylon Perky. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to left. And there's out number 2 as this is taken in shy of the track, and the runner will have to retreat. Digging in now, Waylon Perky.
Right fielder.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Base hit, line drive into the corner.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here. Having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
The 1-2. Runners off for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
I like the decision to steal right there, and it worked out. With 2 outs, there's not a lot to lose if you get caught, but if you get there successfully, all of a sudden you're just a single to the outfield from pushing a run across.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Stepping into the box, Kurt Serrano. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's a looping fly ball out to right, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, eat it. Cut it right there. Cut.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep.
Standing in, Waylon Perky. He singled his last time up.
Waylon Perky.
Here's the first pitch to him. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? Into the bleachers and gone.
Yeah, they have everything to lose in this game, but it's obvious they have zero equipment. They're going to battle until the last out, and with that homer, they're that much closer to prolonging this series.
Now at the plate, Kurt Serrano. He's 1 for 4 for the game. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Perky is there, and they breeze through this half inning as this. Digging in to try it again, Waylon Perky, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth.
In that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball, so I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter, so I might want to.
And that's going to be your final out here, and the A's have battled back to knock this series up at 2 games apiece as this ball game is over.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but
MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup.
Batting third.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Waylon Perky.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Arturo will wait on it. And he will make the catch, so that'll do it. Next to hit will be the pitcher, number 62. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Heading out towards shallow right. Perky has it in his tracks. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Striding in once again, Waylon Perky. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Perky.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And he pushed it just a bit too much and wind up a foul ball. Oh and 1, here it comes. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Yeah, great job.
This guy's having a big
side.
series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down, and he looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
0-1 pitch on its way.
Hard
This
90,
is on
hard
the
90.
ground over to first. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on.
Leading off will be Athletics.
Standing in, Shannon Tabata. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Skied into straightaway right. Perky is there to put it away for out number 1. Ready now, Kurt Serrano. He drew a walk his first time up. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Perky. He's got it 1 away. Now to the plate is the Oakland pitcher, number 62. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Lifted in the air out to right. Perky has a play. 2 down. Striding in, Waylon Perky. He singled his last time up.
Waylon Perky.
Here's the first pitch to him. That's lifted the other way out to left. Barber is after it, and that's the second out of the inning. Into the box now, Trevor Arturo, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Line to the right side, and that's in there, base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away. At the plate, Peter Barber, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Slapped hard the opposite way. Catch is made. And here comes the runner from third. And he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Waylon Perky, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Line towards center field. Ham patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Yeah, and the home crowd is loving it as they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 6 of this year's Fall Classic. Stepping up to the plate, Waylon Perky, and a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. First pitch of the at-bat. And there's a base hit on the line. Now a long throw home. Throw to second, but he's in there as a run will score on the play as well.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down, and he looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Into the box, Waylon Perky. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Perky.
Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. And it's gone as they add still another. Stepping into the box, Waylon Perky. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. Line towards center field. Colon is there, and he has it for the first out. At the plate, Trevor Arturo. He got on top of one. It was a ground out victim last time. The 2-2. Hard hit ball to second. But this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it. Now at the plate, Waylon Perky. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
Waylon Perky.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. In now, Peter Barber. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Perky is there, and he has it for the out. So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Eric Colon. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. High in the air out towards shallow right. Perky will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning. Digging in, Stephen Meyer, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Stephen Meyer
comes set, and the 0-1. Line to the right side, but a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right field. 2 hits leading. Stepping up now, Shannon Tabata. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
I don't know what side of the fence I fall on, boys. Old school, new school. I think I kind of stand right along that fence. But one thing that gets me jacked up is watching guys grind down in the count and drive base hits the other way.
Hit sharply toward the right side. And that's in there. Base hit.
Cut, hold it, hold it.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Eric Colon. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now the 2-1. Smoke toward the hole. And that's in for a base hit. Make him 1 for 5 now. And he's safe. A great job of going first to third on that ball, and now Showtrack tells us here he really did utilize his wheels to make that play happen. It's pretty evident that a slower runner might have found a much different fate if he tried to take the extra bag on that. Now at the plate, Stephen Meyer. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1. A fastball that just misses inside.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just...
And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His second home run of the series. And that lead is trimmed to 7-5 here. Ready for another chance? Bradley Winkler. Well, partner, this one might not be over yet as the lead has shrunk to just 2 now as they continue to chip away at this deficit. Perky is there, and there are 2 men gone now. So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Stephen Berry. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. 3 runs already home here. And that misses 1-1.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Taken called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Last strike now for Oakland. A swinging bunt up the third baseline. And that does it. The Cubbies have won the World Series.
Wow, World Series champions. The only thing that could have made this sweeter would have been doing it in front of the home crowd. But hey, they're not complaining, believe me. Now they can look forward to celebrating during the parade as they bring the World Series trophy home. What a moment for this team, this organization, and that city.
Back now on the show. It's all over. And you see the reactions there to the final out. And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation of the Commissioner's Trophy to the new world champs.
Here now is the